The Jellyfish UFO that was captured on camera back in 2018 and was recently released has completely blown the lid off of the entire alien and UFO community and has even led to, quote, historical congressional meetings. Yes, that's what we're going to be diving into in today's video. So, the first thing that we're going to be taking a look at, in case you've been living under a rock, is the initial, quote, Jellyfish UFO that was caught over a military base in Iraq. Take a little look at this.
Allegedly taken at a U.S. military base in Iraq in 2018, just released by a journalist named Jeremy Corbell, who claims that it was buried.
Well, the change in color, which normally could represent temperature change, may be an artifact of the camera and the system. We don't know yet what this is.
He calls this thing, whatever craft it is, jellyfish. You can see why, because it floats with like dangling appendages.
I have yet to see the part where it apparently goes into the water and comes out. But if that is what people are saying it is, that is certainly something to watch.
So there you have it. There was the initial clip. Now, since this, there have been some progressions. Firstly, this video, well, initially it wasn't verified, but now it has been verified by multiple people who, quote, witnessed this phenomena, one of them being a Marine who confirms that he saw a jellyfish UAP during an Iraq deployment. Take a little look at this, because it's going to absolutely blow your mind.
Did you think when you watched it for the first time that, like, it could be, you know, non-human?
It crossed my mind because the theories that we had, like I said, didn't fully explain it.
Michael Sinkoski was an intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance tactical controller at the base in Iraq. He says the video was captured in 2017 and shown to him by colleagues when he arrived in 2018.
And they couldn't find it, so they kept an eye out, but it wasn't like we were scrambling to our defensive positions or anything like that. It was just a big unknown.
Sinkoski says the video was captured by an aerostat, which is a big balloon that looks like a blimp over the base. It had cameras on it to look out for threats. Sinkoski says his colleagues tracked the object as it traveled by the base and out over Lake Habaniya in Anbar Province, Iraq. Marines nicknamed the object the Spaghetti Monster.
When they started seeing it on the camera, they were watching it to make sure that it wasn't a threat. And
did you see the full 17 minutes?
Yes, try to find it on night vision, and they were looking for it with their other sensors and everything else that we had.
And so what else is there in the video that we haven't seen?
Not a whole lot. All I can say about that is towards the end, it seemingly just continued off into the distance, and it got smaller and smaller, whether that's because the sensor was zooming out or it was moving off into the distance, but it got seemingly far enough away to where they couldn't see it anymore, whether it dropped into the water or it just continued over the lake, because there's a lake next door of the base that we were at.
So that literally completely changes this entire thing, because there could potentially be more footage out there that we are just not aware of right now, held by the Pentagon, of more jellyfish UAP type things. Not just jellyfish, but it could literally be absolutely anything. Now, moving forwards, a UAP bipartisan bill aims to protect reported sightings from pilots, because right now there are a lot of pilots out there supposedly who aren't able to speak out for fear of losing their job or losing out on anything else. But there is going to be a new bill put in place to protect these pilots to be able to speak about the things that they have witnessed safely without any negative repercussions to them or their careers. Take a little look at this.
Bill aims to encourage pilots to report UAP sightings to the federal government. It would also set up legal safeguards for pilots who make those reports. Under the legislation, the FAA would be required to relay potential UAP sightings to the Defense Department.
So that has opened a lot of questions for a lot of people with regards to why do these people need protection to come and speak about these kinds of things? And also, what do we not know about UAPs and UFOs in our skies when people have been too scared to come out and actually speak about it? What have we missed? Which leads us to our final video, which is a classified UFO briefing, which was remarked as historic as the journalist who released the Jellyfish UAP video.
He released the Jellyfish video to the world, and some of his previous discoveries have led to congressional hearings. He had a front row seat for David Grush's testimony in July, and you can see right there to the right in the back in the green shirt, there he is.
It was a huge day. I've actually heard what went on in that skiff. You know, being an investigative journalist, I have eyes and ears everywhere, you know, which people hate, but it's true. There were about 15 members that were there. It was unified. It was across the aisle.
That people have been hurt. They've been hurt trying to keep things secret, and they've been hurt trying to make them public. Do you have any wisdom or intelligence on that, Jeremy?
Yeah, of course. I know specifically what's being referenced there, and unfortunately, it is a reality that this information about UFOs, UAPs, same thing, it's regarded as higher than weapons of mass destruction. And there's a reason for that. So there has been pressure put on, not just from the public, not smash pieces in the media, but actual pressure put on by private corporations and also certain agencies or factions of agencies. And it is unfortunate. And I think that you can hear those details. I think those details will come out. But let's focus on the important part. The biggest takeaway that I got was that when I was told what was discussed in there, it was not just, oh yeah, we validated David Grush is an intelligence officer. I asked specifically, there was validation of his specific claims about UFOs when it came to his public discussion, what he did in Congress, which I helped set up, that public congressional hearing. So that was big news. I think the biggest takeaway, Ashley, and thank you for covering this, but you're going to cover it more because the biggest takeaway, we're going to have more hearings on UFOs and we're going to crack this open.
That completely blows everything out of the water. Everything that's come before and everything that is about to come is going to be historic. We might be living in a very historic moment right now because people are terrified to come out, and like they said in this interview, David Grush really did kind of trailblaze the way for people to not be afraid to kind of speak their minds about everything UFO, UAP, everything that they've witnessed, everything that they know. And actually, it brings a lot of questions to the table. Like we said before, why are all these things coming out now? Why now? What is there that is so damning that this could have just been laughed off, it could have been ignored, it could have been brushed under the carpet, but it hasn't been. It's been addressed and things are being followed through with. Could it be because of the entire Miami Mall incident? Could it be because of this Jellyfish incident? Or could it be more that we're not aware of? I want you to get down in the comments and let me know exactly what you think, everything that you think about all of this. And what do you think of the whole Jellyfish incident? Do you think it's real or do you think it's something else? Let me know that as well. And while you're down there, be sure to jump scare the hell out of that like button, subscribe if you're new, and tickle my little bell so you get notified whenever we upload. And until next time, guys, I really hope that you have enjoyed. And until the next one, I'll speak to you later. Peace.